until next Sunday,
Yeah.
which is a problem because we're not here next Sunday.
Yeah.
Bob, are you the
Sorry.
experience guy today?
Everybody's gonna wonder who's that guy behind
Are
the
you the
drums.
experience guy today?
Stayed here for a week.
Okay. There's always a bit of a fumble when we get the thanks for mentioning that. Yeah, because it's jogged my memory.
Didn't want to do a shave.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Not bad, not bad. We didn't rehearse that, so that's good. All right, so I'm Anthony, and welcome to Unity of Calgary. The band and we're going to do a song to help you let go of whatever you brought with you and get into the zone. And then we're going to do a couple of songs where we're all going to sing together. I have come here seeking freedom. I have come here seeking peace. I have come here to go deeper into the truest part of me. And it's here in this place, I can see it on each face. Oh yes, here where we are, I can feel it in my
it's my spirit shining through.
oh yes,
something wonderful
is happening here today. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da, da da da. I've come here to remember who I truly am inside. And I've come here All right, so normally I would say stand up to sing along, but this is kind of a sit-down song, so you can stay seated and sing along. The words are going to be on the screen. This is a song written by Ricky Byers Beckwith. If you saw The Secret years ago, Michael Beckwith, if you've ever been to LA, to the spiritual center there in LA, that's Michael Beckwith's wife, and she wrote this song called Pour Yourself on Me. Pour yourself in me, pour yourself into my heart.
Oh, wonderful Spirit. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Pour your love in me. Pour your love into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Shine your light in me. Shine your light into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Sing your song in me. Sing your song into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Pour your joy in me. Pour your joy into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Oh, in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Wonderful Spirit. Wonderful Spirit. Okay, so now you can stand up. This one we can get our blood moving a little bit. This one, Michael Beckwith's wife did not write this one. My wife's husband wrote this one. Do the math on that.
The first one or the second one?
I only ever had one wife. On my own, I am only one. With your voice, I can do much more. So I let go, and I'm not alone. You appear and lead me home. Sing through me. Sing through me. Use my voice, Spirit, won't you sing through me? We're blowing this popsicle stand and we're not coming back.
All right.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Bob Elwood. I'm part of the spiritual leadership team here at Unity of Calgary. And I want to welcome you all and thank you for being part of this Sunday experience. We're so grateful to have you all here. And if you've never been here before, just know that wherever you are in your spiritual journey, you are always welcome here at Unity of Calgary. We're not a religious base, we're more of a faith base, that we believe that spirit is everywhere present, and we are all spirits, and spirit is expressing through us, as us, in a very unique ways, and it's all good. So let us begin with the prayer for protection. If you feel comfortable, please affirm out loud with me. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and so it is. And all is well, excuse me. And when we say God here at Unity, we're not talking about some guy up in heaven with a big list like Santa's checking out whether you're good or bad. It's that inner spirit, the Christ consciousness that's inside of you, the love and the peace. That's God. And it's expressed uniquely through each and every one of us. And here at Unity, we have a new affirmation that's about a year and a half, a little over a year and a half old, that we've been doing this. And this is what we stand for here at Unity. And again, I would like you to affirm out loud with us if it feels appropriate for you. This affirmation or intention, however you want to see it. Unity of Calgary is committed to life in the vibration of love, and I too am committed to living in the love vibration. Yes. And now what we're going to do is we're going to expand that intention through sound. Sound is a powerful expander of energy. And when we tone and we create a vibration, and when we're thinking of this intention and we tone, we actually expand that frequency. And we're going to send that frequency out into the world. And the tone or the sound that I would encourage all of you to join in with me toning is ah. That's it. Ah. Ah is the sound of the heart. And the intention with this toning is to go within your own heart, feel the love there, and when you're toning the ah, actually if you put your hand on your heart, you'll feel your heart vibrating as you do that tone. And we're going to first fill ourselves up with love, fill every cell in the body with our love, and then we're going to expand it beyond the body into this room, into all of the people, send it out to all of the people in the room, the community at large, and around the world, to any area that you can imagine that could use a little more frequency of love in their life. We're going to tone 5 times, so let's take a deep breath in and start. Feel that love. Send it out beyond your body. And out into the world. Sit in the silence. See that love vibration in your mind's eye, in your heart, going out all the way around the world. And open yourself up, because everything's circular. That vibration is coming around the world back to you to make the circle complete. And so it is. I love that vibration. I love that toning sound. So thank you all for being part of that. It does make a difference. We may not be able to see it. We may not see the results. But it does make a difference. It certainly makes a difference for me. It lifts my frequency, my vibration. And now we're going to have our daily word reader. And today we're going to have a first-timer come up, fairly new attendee of Unity of Calgary. And Megan Gaffuri is going to come up and read our daily word. Let's please welcome Megan.
My life is what I make of it.
Oh, you need to speak into the mic.
My life is what I make of it. When I think of my life as the most precious gift I could ever receive, it becomes natural to live each day with intention and reverence. Through my senses, I newly aware of the wonders that surrounds me. I feel enlivened and engaged by the colors, sound, flavors, and sensation of the world. Through my relationships, I know love and the joy of living in harmony with others. Through appreciation of my body and mind, I realized wholeness and touch the peace and perfection of God. The gift of my life is also the gift I give again and again. Each time I share my caring, compassionate impulses, the uniqueness of my creativity, or my loving service to another, I am giving back to life.
Thank you, Megan. The Daily Word has been in publication for over 100 years. Can you believe it? A Unity publication that's been in circulation for over 100 years, which means they put out a lot of stuff. And we have this thing called the Unity Moment, where we get a little. Cecil Wantner has been a longtime member of Unity, and he's an historian, and he knows all about the Unity movement and where it came from and how it started and how it developed and who's part of it and all of it. And he brought up these gems all the time, and we said, hey, Cecil, why don't you share one of those gems each week? And he said, okay, and we'll call it the Unity Moment. He's not able to be here in the evenings. He's 95 years old. So or 93, I think. He's 93 years old. And so getting out at night is becoming a challenge for him. He's got a few health issues. And so Claude Pellerin has volunteered to share Cecil's Unity moments when Cecil's not here. Let's please welcome Claude.
Thank you, Bob. Cecil is a dear, good friend of mine. We get together once a week, sometimes more, and we chat for over 2 hours. And he sends me these email or these unity moments by email so I can share them with all of you. This unity moment was published in the Unity magazine in August 1918. And the magazine was talking about the metaphysics of order. All sane people acknowledge the necessity of observing some law in their daily living, but the great majority have a human standard. Now the whole race is awakening to the knowledge of a higher source, and more people are every day giving attention to the law of spirit in their lives. Order is heaven's first law. When we receive more spiritual life, it is necessary that it be put in the right direction, in right relation. If not so ordered, mental discord will issue. This applies to all we do. Everything must be in order. If you affirm prosperity, that too must be brought into orderly conditions. Thank you for listening.
And now we're going to have Anthony and the Unity Band sing an original, Anthony Burbidge original called Faith.
When I'm lost and I'm caught in the throes, it's the one thing my mind needs the most. It's the whisper within, saying rise once again. It's the flickering ember of hope. When I can't bring my heart to its feet, and I've lost touch with all I believe, it's the only hope left when the rope's around my neck. It's the gift in the midst of my grief. Give me faith to let go, to admit that I'm not in control. Give me faith to believe that my life has a plan I can't see. Give me just enough hope so I'll know I can cope with whatever this world throws my way. Give me faith. We are thrust into life born of love, but our burdens emerge soon enough. And the voice from afar saying love who you are isn't heard when a push comes to shove. Oh, our lives are so short as it is, yet we're lost for so long while we live. And so often we doubt what our lives are about. We don't trust what we know deep within. Give us faith to let go. Give us faith that we're not in control. Give us faith to believe that our lives have a plan we can't see. Give us just enough hope so we'll know we can cope with whatever the world throws our way. Give us faith, give us faith.
Let's give him another round. Anthony Burbage and the Unity Band. We are so blessed. And now we're here for the main event. Our speaker today is Hannelore, affectionately known as the Dolphin Lady. How many have been on a dolphin retreat with Hannelore? Oh, look at all those hands. And I haven't, but I am envious. She is first and foremost a gifted storyteller. As a published author, intuitive counselor, and transformational life coach, her passion lies in sharing true life stories. Woven with intuitive wisdom and spiritual insight, her modern-day parables offer a fresh perspective on healing, hope, and the miracles present in daily life. I've known Hannelore for many years now. It's been quite a while, and I just love her presence and her open-heartedness and her willingness to be of service and to help. I can really feel it when she's doing talks, when she's doing her workshops. I can feel that passion that she does have to help others become the best they can be. So let's please give a warm welcome for Hannelore.
Move the mic there, Hannelore.
Yeah.
You need your mic?
No, she's
I have one.
Oh, you have a headset. Oh, sorry. Okay.
It was working earlier.
Is it on or? Try again.
Hello? Hello.
Hello?
Well, we'll just bring this.
Is this thing on? 1 second here. We've got a green light.
Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh, just seeing you all just bursts my heart wide open. And I thank you for all coming. I'm going to begin us with a meditation. And I'm going to invite you to close your eyes.
And do a little song to take us into.
Oh, you're going to do that. All right. Then we'll go.
And we're going to sing the song, yes. So open your eyes. Don't close your eyes. I surrender. I trust and I know that as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I trust and I know that as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I trust and I know that as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I fall into the arms of love. I fall into the arms of love.
Okay, now close your eyes. Oh, and take a nice deep breath. And I'm going to invite you to uncross your legs and put your feet flat on the ground. And as you breathe in, imagine that you're sending cords from the bottom of your feet deep into the earth, becoming one with Mother Earth energy. And imagine her energy now coming up through those cords, up through your body, right up through and out through the top of your head, cascading like a fountain of light, branching off, going across your shoulders, down your arms, and out your hands. Breathe it in, breathe this light. Imagine that a beam of light is coming from the cosmos, coming down through the top of your head, and coming down through your body, all the way through and down through your legs, and continuing to go into the earth. And imagine both these energies flowing in through you and also meeting in your heart. And place your hands on your heart as you invite the love of the divine. For you are one with the divine. You are here experiencing all that you experience in your life. And the divine is always with you. Connect with your divine essence, your true self. And now tune into your life and what you're experiencing and what you have experienced today, past week, past several months, and even this year. And have a look at what that has been like for you. For everything that you've experienced, even through all the challenges, there is a divine order in all things. For you are always exactly where you need to be. And life is always unfolding in perfect order. And take a moment and have a look at your life where you need some clarity, where you need some peace, some understanding. Because when these things are not occurring according to your plan or your order, there is a greater picture of what is happening. That there are times you may not understand for days or weeks or even years. And this is where trust comes in, and trust that all is in divine order. Imagine now all those places in your life that are filling you with angst, with confusion, any turmoil you might be experiencing. And let's just imagine that there's an incredible shower of light coming down, surrounding you and filling you, and shedding light on all that doesn't appear to be in order in your life. And imagine that you can take this struggle that you've been experiencing and hand it over to God. And imagine that you release that as you surrender, let it go, and trust that you are always provided for and that you're loved most deeply. Bring your awareness back into your heart. Take another deep breath. Bring your awareness into this room, to the person sitting next to you, and all those who are all around here. And as you gently open your eyes, have a look that your brothers and sisters, for we're all on this journey here together. We're all one, celebrating that we are love. For all there is love. So be it, and so it is. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Unity, for inviting me back. Gives me a chance to come back and connect with my dear friends. It's been a while since I've been back to Calgary, and it feels great. I really appreciate all of you coming by today. It really means a lot to me. Thank you. When I spoke with Bob, when he first asked me to come and speak, and mentioned that the topic would be order and divine order. And as I was experiencing all this upheaval in my life, I'm going, what is the divine order in this? And as some of you here are going through your challenges, it's really a question. Usually when you think of order, you think everything's organized and everything's on track and you've prepared. But there's a different kind of order. And there's an order that when we're a little bit off for whatever reason, or we need to get back on track, that we don't understand, there is a divine order in all that we experience. So it exists beyond our understanding. And it also arranges our lives in ways that we could never understand at the time. So many times it's when we look back at a situation that we can begin to understand why we experience that. So divine order doesn't always look tidy. Sometimes it looks very messy. And it's inconvenient, and it can be heartbreaking. But when we learn to trust and with faith, that we discover that there is something larger unfolding in our lives. So I'm going to be sharing stories with you, which I love to do, that's related to the topic. And I'll be sharing some of my own personal stories, and I'll share some stories that were shared with me. So what I'd like to do, first of all, I remember thinking trusting in divine order when it's like, I have all these different ideas, and there's a saying that I used to love, it's like, it's like when you want God to have a good laugh, tell him or her your plans. because it's not always what you think it's going to be. So I'm going to take you back to 1975. In 1975, I was a young mother of a 3-year-old child, and my husband and I moved up north onto 160 acres. That was well before cell phones and computers. In fact, we didn't even have a phone. We didn't have electricity. We didn't have running water. We had to break the beaver dam in the morning to get water in the creek. And it was a very beautiful life as well. And carrying in buckets of water, and in this old homestead, there was actually a hole for a sink that was supposed to be placed there and never went in there. And so I went into labor. I was 6 months pregnant at the time. So my contractions were increasing. We had a 40-mile logging road to travel before we got to the main highway. And it was break up. It was still snow on the road. It was in March. And by the time we reached the hospital, I was 2 minutes apart, 10 centimeters dilated, so there was no way this baby was not going to be coming through. I was prepared by the nurses and doctors that she probably wouldn't survive, and that if she did survive, there was a very great chance that she was going to have brain damage or lungs not being fully developed, and that there was a possibility she wouldn't survive for long. So while I'm going through this process, I didn't realize how divine order now stepped in. Because what I found out later, there was a doctor that just happened to visit this little hospital in the middle of nowhere, and he had been part of a research team working on how to help premature babies with respiratory problems, and also they would have brain bleeds. And so he was there as a team working with me. And when she was born, she was this perfect, beautiful little formed child. And I always remember that when she was in the incubator for 3 months, I put my hand in her incubator, so I could always remember how big she was. And she fit easily into the palm of my hand. And that's how tiny she was. And she survived, and she is surviving today, which is beautiful. So to be blessed with having this doctor right at that time and trusting that divine order was with me, Spirit was with me, and guiding us and taking care of us. Now I'd like to actually take you to October 17th, 1989. I was in Los Angeles at the time. I had a film business at that time, and I had to reschedule all my appointments. I was supposed to be in San Francisco this particular day. But as I had to reschedule appointments, I stayed in Los Angeles for one more day. And at the end of that day, as I was packing, it was around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, the room to my hotel started shaking. And I had the news on at the time, and as I looked at the news program, San Francisco was hit with a massive earthquake. The Bay Bridge, the upper level of the Bay Bridge, had collapsed, killing hundreds of people. The Giants were going to play in the World Series. The stadium was packed. They were playing the Oakland Athletics, so everybody showed up. It was a fully packed stadium when the earthquake hit. Hundreds of homes and lives were lost. And as I was watching all of this, I realized that had I not changed my plans, I would have been right there in the middle of all that. So I feel very protected. Divine order stepped in. And when I did go back to San Francisco a number of years later, my favorite question to ask was, where were you when the earthquake hit? And it's amazing how many unusual stories of just little coincidences that kept people from being in that area. There was a fellow that started collecting stories of during 9/11 and when the towers had fallen. And 3 of his stories were such simple reasons why. He started collecting why did you not succumb, and why were you not at the towers at that time when you should have been? One of them was simply a fellow that it was his turn to take his son to kindergarten. So he was going to arrive a little late. Another one was that it was his turn to get the coffee and donuts for the group. So he was arriving a little late. And then another one was a really unusual thing where he had bought a new pair of shoes and he got blisters, so he decided to stop into a store to get some Band-Aids. So all those little things that kept them from being in the towers at that time. So it makes us really look at our lives the next time you're in a lineup, or many times when I get stuck in traffic, or I'm just running late for a meeting and the train decides to go by right at that time. And when I worked downtown, that happened fairly often. So I would use that time to say affirmations because I had nothing else to do. So I would just look at, well, I'm here for a reason. Many times I think about, reasons why I've been detained and wonder what could have happened. Would there have been a car accident? Would there have been something else? And so these are all things that we may not understand and that we're being asked to, rather than get frustrated, to go into that place of faith and of trust that we're here for a reason. One of my favorite stories is a fellow by Phil Evans, and he also has taught intuition, and he's been a speaker as well. And he shared a story. He was in Australia, and his daughter, who was about 20 years old at the time, decided to go for a trip 2,500 miles away from where he was. And it was one of her first times ever that she was alone. And he got a phone call, and it was from his daughter. And she was in tears, and she was very frightened because she had a very traumatic experience. She had lost her phone, she had lost her purse, and she felt very alone. She felt very vulnerable. And being so far away, she had actually gone to a phone booth to phone him. And he said to her, "What do you need from me right now? Like this moment, what is it you need?" And she responded with, I need to feel safe. I need to feel someone is here with me. I want your arms around me. So he said to her, "Okay, I want you to describe exactly where you are." So she gave him the name of the town that she was in, a very small town. She described the stores that were within her eyesight of the telephone booth. She described all these little details. There was a little park across the street. And he said, "Okay, I want you to hang up." And he got the number of the phone booth. He says, "If you don't hear from me in a half an hour," he says, "I'll call you back." So he hung up, and he felt really frustrated. He felt so helpless because here's his precious daughter, and she's so far away. And he just sat down, and he tuned inward, and he asked God for help. And a telephone number popped into his head. And he recognized the number, but he didn't know who it belonged to. And that's all that he got. And he thought, well, I'm going to phone this number. So he phones the number, and a woman answers. And he recognizes she's a woman that he actually sold a house to a couple of years earlier. So he says to her, I don't know why I'm calling you. This is what's happened. He told her about his daughter. And he said, she's in this little town, and she's frightened, she's vulnerable, and I don't know why I'm calling you. She said, I know why. My son lives in that little town. So he says, would you give me his number? So he calls the number, and her son answered the phone right away. He explained the situation, what was happening. She needs support. Is there any way that he could help her or find her? And he said, I'm in the park across the street. I see her standing right by the telephone. So he went over to her and he said, your father just sent me. And she went, oh my God, he's really good at this stuff. Divine order. I mean, what are the chances of all of that occurring? You can't make it up. You can't plan for anything like that. It's just so remarkable. I was looking at, and by the way, only 10 minutes had passed since she made her call for help. Isn't that incredible? There's a parable, Proverbs actually 16:9, that speaks, in their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. So this reminds us that the divine with wisdom, with sovereignty, and with love is always orchestrating events that we're not always aware of. So trusting in the divine order invites us to believe, to have confidence in the Creator, to surrender, to trust. So I'd like to invite you to speak these affirmations with me. So if you put your hand on your heart, repeat after me. I release the fears that no longer serve me. I trust the divine order guides my life. I am worthy. I am safe. And I am never alone. And all that unfolds is for my highest good. There's a lovely little story that I came across that I want to share with you. It's a butterfly story. A man whispered, God, speak to me. And a meadowlark sang, but he didn't hear. He yelled, God, speak to me. And thunder rolled across the sky. Still, he didn't listen. He looked around and said, God, let me see you. And a star shone brightly, but he didn't see. He shouted, God, show me a miracle. And a life was born, but he didn't notice. He cried out in despair, touch me, God, and let me know that you are here. Whereupon God reached down and touched the man. But the man brushed the butterfly away and walked on. So the lesson is that it doesn't always come packaged the way that we expect, but God is always here. How many times have we experienced that? Like, why have you forsaken me? What have I done wrong? Why, it's just, it doesn't make sense. But if we can remember, we're never, ever alone. Ever. God's always with us, inside us. We're part of that. There's a dear friend of mine who happens to be in this room was sharing a story. I'm fitting it in, dealing with a lot of health issues and had to have surgery, and her lungs were not functioning properly. And when she was checked before surgery, she was told that it wasn't safe for her to have this surgery. Now, in the meantime, she was cleaning out a storage garage area just outside her house, and she discovered it was completely covered with pine cones. The squirrels had brought all these pine cones into her storage area, and we're talking buckets and buckets and buckets of pine cones as she's clearing out her garage. And these are all, like, they were all green and fresh and fully still firm. And the smell of it was so incredible. So as she's working with these pine cones and clearing them out, she discovered that pine cones, the essence of pine cones, the smelling the pine cones, heals the lungs. Isn't that incredible? Those squirrels did her a favor. There's a lovely little story that I often shared in my classes, and it's called Things Are Not Always What They Seem. 2 traveling angels stopped to spend the night in the home of a wealthy family. The family was rude and refused to let the angels stay in the mansion's guest room. Instead, the angels were given a small space in the basement and had to sleep on the cold basement floor. The older angel saw a hole in the wall, and she went to repair it. The younger angel asked, why? Why repair it? They haven't been hospitable. And the older angel replied, things are not always what they seem. So the next night, the pair came across to rest at the house of a very poor farmer. But they were both very hospitable. He and his wife invited them in. They fed them. They actually gave them their bed to sleep in so that they could rest, knowing that they have been on a long journey. And after sharing what little food they had, they said goodnight. And when the sun came up the next morning, the angels found this farmer and his wife in tears. Their only cow, whose milk had been their source of income, had died that night. The younger angel was infuriated and asked the older angel, well, how could you let that happen? The first man had everything, and yet you helped him. And this family had little, but they shared everything that they had, and they were willing to take care of us, and yet you let the cow die. And she replied, things are not always what they seem. The older angel said, when we stayed in the basement of the mansion, I noticed there was gold stored in the hole in the wall. Since the owner was so obsessed with greed and unwilling to share his good fortune, I sealed the wall so he wouldn't find it. Then last night as we slept, the angel of death came for the farmer's wife. I gave him the cow instead. For things are not always what they seem. So I invite you to rest in the assurance that the divine order is always at work in your life. You may not understand it at times. I've had many of those conversations with some of you recently. And it doesn't always look the way you think it should look. There's more than likely God has a filing cabinet somewhere under a better idea that we don't know yet. So may you trust even the detours that you experience in your life. The delays are part of your path. And may every step remind you that you are held, you are guided, and you are never alone, for you're always loved. Thank you.
So as we do this next song, and you're listening to the words, Just remember that I did not talk to Hannelore before choosing this song. Everybody ready? Bob? I bless the sun, I bless the rain, I bless the joy, I bless the pain, I bless the friend, I bless the foe, I bless it all, because I know that everything is a blessing, a blessing in my life. Oh yes, everything is a blessing, even when it's in disguise. I bless the love that draws me near. I bless the thought that's born from fear. I bless the word that hurts me so. I bless it all and I let it go. 'Cause everything is a blessing, a blessing in my life. Oh yes, everything is a blessing, even when it's in disguise. 'Cause everything in life has a purpose in mind, and its purpose is to lead me home. Oh yes, all that comes my way is for my good and not against, and it's in my life to let me know that everything is a blessing, a blessing in my life. Oh yes, everything is a blessing, even when it's in disguise, even when it's in disguise, even when it's in disguise.
Sorry. Speaking of divine order, Anthony Burbridge picks his songs out every week based on he reads what the talk description, and then he picks out songs. And was that not the perfect song to tie in to Hannelore's talk? And there is a divine order because he does it every week. I love it. Thank you, Anthony and the band, for your beautiful music. And of course, Hannelore, thank you so much for coming. I was so grateful to have you here and to share your wisdom. I love your storytelling. There are some very powerful stories. So thank you for sharing that with us. All right. And now it's time for conscious giving. We are here as a charitable organization. Unity of Calgary is a charitable organization. And people come here in service, and they do serve. We have such a wonderful community. Everybody's chipping in every week. There's so many things, the band setting up, the band bombs comes early usually and sets up the band, and people come early to set up the tables and to organize things and help load everything up, because we're a church in a box. We got to take everything down and store it upstairs, bring it all back. So we're so blessed. And of course, without the financial service of our community, we would not be here. The giving that they offer financially keeps us going, and we're so grateful. And so let's all stand together, and as we pass the offering bowls around, we're going to sing Give with an Open Heart. And so please stand and sing with us.
With an open heart. I'm gonna give with an open heart. I am grateful for this moment. I'm grateful for my life. And trust that a higher power will always be there to provide. That's why I give with an open heart. That's why I give with an open heart. Well, I place my faith in the Spirit, and I welcome each and every day. Letting go of all my troubles and worries, I knew abundance always comes my way. That's why I give with an open heart. That's why I give with an open heart. I'm gonna give with an open heart. I'm gonna give with an open heart.
You may be seated. Thank you.
I invite you to affirm together our abundance affirmation. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you all.
Thank you, Claude. Now let's just take a quiet moment to send a prayer out into the world. We have our prayer box over here, and if you know anyone or any situation that you would like to offer prayers to, you can simply write, there are prayer requests there, and you just write down the name or the situation that you want to send prayers to and put it in the box, and our prayer team will hold it in prayer until the end of the month, and then they send it off to Silent Unity, and Silent Unity holds those prayers for 30 days. So it's quite a powerful experience. So let's just take a moment just to send a prayer out. See the person or the situation being lifted, supported, becoming once again whole, healed, happy, at peace. We also hold in prayer each month other Unity communities. And this month, we're holding in prayer Unity Ministry in Motion and Unity World Headquarters. And also, if you need prayer support, you can call the Silent Unity hotline, 1-800-NOW-PRAY, or you can email prayer@Unity of Calgary to send prayers. And the hotline is quite an amazing, they give you an affirmative prayer to help support you to see that you are whole and complete, just as you are. And now a little community news. Unity, and most of these announcements are now not going to happen as they were put in the newsletter. So I will give you one announcement, a big announcement that we just decided on today. For those of you who are not in the know, we have been at this location, which is CCSL's, the Calgary Centre for Spiritual Living's home, for the last 2 months, because our home at Willow Ridge Community Association has been closed all of July and August for major repairs and asbestos removal. And so we've been here. CCSL was kind enough to give us this space in the evenings. We normally meet the same time they do at 10:30 in the morning on Sunday. So it's been a new experience for us. I've really enjoyed it. And we were supposed to be back at WRCA today, but that didn't work out. And so that's why Hannelore was here today instead of at WRCA. And now we find out that they're still haven't got their permits from the city to allow people back into the building. And so now everything's up in the air. So we made an executive decision that we are going to cancel next Sunday. And also, we're going to cancel the World Day of Prayer because we were supposed to meet live in the classroom on September 11th for the World Day of Prayer. But that's not going to happen. But you can go to the link in the newsletter. There's a link in the newsletter, so you'll still be able to be part of that online if you so choose. And it runs 2 days, September 10th and September 11th. So you can go online, check the link, and they'll give you all the information you need when it starts and all of that. We are going to have Reverend Doug Craig speak next week. The order of the day, human or divine. And of course, now that is not going to happen. We were going to have our potluck next on the 14th. Well, that's not going to happen. We're going to have Who I Am Makes a Difference next week. Well, that's not going to happen. But on the 21st, hopefully, keep our fingers crossed, we will hear a Laura Payton give a talk next week, The Life-Enhancing Power of Affirmative Prayer. So I'm looking forward to that. And you'll get all this information on the newsletter. And so now let us have a quick blessing for the children. So please affirm out loud with me. This is for the children in the world, for the children in your life, and most important, your own inner child. Let's affirm out loud. We love you, we bless you, and we appreciate you exactly the way you are. And this is bringing our evening to a close, but not quite yet. We get one more beautiful song that we all get to sing together with the unity in the band. And then we're going to sing our closing song, Let There Be Peace. And what I'll do is I'll invite you all up. Oh, and there's one more thing. Alara, could you come up here, please? One more announcement, or not Alara, Hannelore. She's got one more announcement to give that is going to happen.
Is my mic still on? Okay. May I say it right here?
Sure. Yeah.
Great. Okay, well, one thing, I have my books. If you want to come and see me, I have 3 books that I've published, and they're there. They're available for me to sign and available for purchase. The main thing I want to share with you is that it's always so great to be back in Calgary, and I have so many beautiful people I've connected with over the years that I've planned to have tomorrow evening from 6:30 to 8:30. Everyone is welcome. Just an evening of being able to share with each other, to inspire each other, to be in a community, to be able to share a story, and that is being held. Where's Deb? Okay. So it's in a complex that has it's a social room. So I can't advertise the address, but we can get it from Deb. Or if you go onto my website, which is www.hannelore, which is spelled Hannelore, hannelore.ca. It shares briefly about that, and you can click on the Contact Me button. And I'll get right back in touch with you, and I'll give you the directions and the address. So it'd be great to just have a nice evening together with each other, and it's just a casual get-together. So thank you. It's tomorrow evening, 6:30 to 8:30. Yay! Thanks.
Thank you, Hannelore. All right, so let's all stand up and we'll sing One Great Power.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's just one power, there's just one light,
Shining in the world like a beacon in the night. There's just one purpose, just one share, one great power everywhere. One great power, one great love, big as the ocean and the skies above. One great spirit writing in prayer. One great power everywhere. One great power everywhere. There's just one purpose, just one spark, burning in our souls like a candle in the dark. Just one chorus we all can sing. One great power, let it ring. One great power, one great love, big as the ocean and the skies above. One great spirit waiting in prayer. One great power everywhere. One great power everywhere. One great power, one great love, big as the ocean and the skies above. One great spirit waiting in prayer. One great power everywhere. One great power, one great prayer, like the ocean and the skies above. One great spirit waiting in prayer. One great power everywhere. One great power everywhere. One great power everywhere.
So let's form a circle out front here. We'll form a nice big circle and we'll sing our closing song.